Welcome. Welcome to Team Fortress TV 2. I will be your host for tonight, Ryushi. Let's play some TF2. Well, actually, let's watch some TF2, but whatever, it's the same thing. Joining me tonight is going to be my co-caster for the night. It's going to be Mana. First time I've casting with Mana, but I've heard some good things. Mana, welcome.
Hello.
We've got some interesting games, interesting game, should I say, to play tonight, and hopefully to catch every little nuance and exceptional snipe is going to be our cameraman for tonight. Is going to be Arie. So hopefully he doesn't miss anything. He does have his own plugin, so should be pretty easy. But yeah, so welcome to Team Fortress TV 2. I've said that bit. Introduce co-caster, said that bit. Introduce cameraman, said that bit. Introduce the teams, Mana. That's what we need to do.
Oh,
who's playing?
Yeah. We have bottom of the table, Lego. I don't like to refer to people as the bottom, but they are there, and they're gonna go straight to the top one day. And on the other side, we have Reason. And do you want to introduce the Reason roster, actually?
Yeah, sure. They've pretty much not had a roster change since the start of the season. So of course we've got Skeege on medic, kaidus playing Demoman as if he'd play anything else. Captain and Zoob will be your soldiers. I'm pretty sure it's Captain who pockets, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. Okay, and so it's going to be Walters and Happy bringing up the rear with the scout pair. Obviously, with the maps that we're going to be playing tonight, going to bring out the little bit of Viaduct. So I'm expecting Walters to off-class quite a bit on this map.
I'm very excited to see Walters both scout and sniper actually, because I think he'll be an absolute monster on this map. But the team that's going to stop them, Lego, we have Josh on the roamer now. He's not pocketing anymore, and Crizzle's taking his spot actually. Crizzle, one of the he's been around in Lego for a while. We have scouts Sorex and Sepulk, and Sorex is a monster as we've seen in previous casts. Sepulk kind of filling the roster, I have to be honest, but I think he's been kind of holding down scout decently. And on demo we have Dr. Phil. Known for the, by the way, our second map is Badlands, so we're gonna definitely see the Dr. Phil strats, or the Turbo strats, whichever one you like to call it. And then on Medic, we have our frag video king, Beater, on Medic.
Beater really is a god of the frag videos, but
yeah.
I'd just like to point out that says Arie in front of Josh's name.
Oh, okay.
Is Gaelic, I think. I think it's Gaelic for Irish.
I'm sorry for my American ignorance.
Yes, how terrible. But yeah, at the moment, both teams are sat on red, so we've got 12 versus 0 at the moment. I think they both want to play it, and they're trying to work out how...
They're literally trying to, like, flip coins or something to pick sides. I don't understand this.
Okay. So... I'm not quite sure what they're doing, yeah.
This is nuts.
I'm hoping Arie is actually showing the chat.
Coin flip. Okay, perfect, because they're like saying like, oh, you lost the coin flip. Like, who would even know? I couldn't even tell them. You can't!
Well, I have just heard red ready up, so... is this it? We're going live? You want to hop in the server, Mana? We'll play 2v12?
I think we will soon. I think we will soon, don't worry. Yeah,
okay,
we're starting to move over, don't worry about it.
No, he's just ready up blue.
Well.
Oh dear.
Anyways, we're going to have a bit of a... I think it's going to be a little bit more relaxed than other previous matches, and we do have another cast on Team Fortress TV, the first stream, the king of streams, hosted by our birthday potato man, Admirable. Give him your love, absolutely.
Oh yes, it's his birthday today.
Yeah.
I didn't get a card. Bugger.
Oh, well, it's okay. Just give him a Steam card. It's like the same thing. But yeah, we have the Frenchies teams. The French teams dueling it out. eShock Esports versus Somniac, the newly branded La Plouveron de whatever guard, something. I don't remember their name. But that's going to be a good game too. But here we're going to have some fun. And if I remember correctly, Reason have to take all 6 points to make playoffs. Do you have any idea if that's actually correct?
I have no idea.
Okay, I believe that was written in the description of this event, so I think that's true.
Well, them taking all 6 points shouldn't be that hard. I mean, realistically.
Yeah, that's what I imagine. So
Reason are sat in third with 22 points here.
Oh, so it must be a contest between if one of the French teams takes it to third, or whether Reason takes it to third.
Well, Somniac's sat on 20 points with 2 games still in hand. They've got one today, which obviously is being cast over on the main channel, and one on the 19th of March, which will be on Thursday. So, I mean, with them, if Somniac are able to take both games off, or both 2 games 6-0 off eShock and Suave, then, I mean, they get playoffs no matter what score Reason gets here, but taking 6 points off Suave is going to be a big ask.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Okay, so it looks like at the moment, I think we're going to be doing a heavy fist fight for red. I think both teams want to play red.
Why?
So, I don't know. I
Okay,
thought
looks
Viaduct
like-
was made to
I
be
mean-
more.
Okay, I think we might be set.
This is
they're
actually a
doing
fist
heavy
fight. We've
fight.
actually gone. We've actually
it's
gone
actually
left.
happening.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Oh, they've changed level. Wonderful. What? Well, we didn't even get to see the heavy fist fight.
Oh,
Fantastic.
One day we'll get it on stream.
I don't even know. Like, have they just won and then changed maps? Let me ask Skeej. Hang on. Keep him talking. Keep him talking, man.
Yeah, so this will be a. I kind of went off the point there. This is gonna be a fun match, I think, unless Reason are gonna pull out all the stops to secure their 6 points. So we'll kind of see which direction they go with this, because my bet is that Lego are gonna pull some interesting strats if they have any, or they're just gonna go balls deep and aggressive and just try to fight out Reason, which I don't really see working out too well. But you never always know for sure. Has he said anything?
Yes, he's apparently Reason won the heavy fist fight, and the logs were actually posted. I've put them in chat.
Oh my god!
Skeed's got 3 frags, so he's quite happy about it. So I guess that means it's going to be Reason on red and Lego on blue. But yeah,
man, they get their side. Well, I'm glad we got to see none of that.
I reckon it could have been really good.
Yeah, if Skeech got 3 kills somehow, something went weird.
Yeah, but we're going to be setting up for this map. So, I mean, as we said, we both think it's going to be a pretty easy 6 points for Reason here. But, I mean, there's always a chance that something could go wrong and that Lego find themselves maybe 1 point. You know, I mean, Viaduct is still, I mean, in Europe we're still pretty crap at Viaduct, I've got to say. So upsets can still happen. I'm highly doubting it, but upsets can still happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you saw the Lethal Weapon Suave game that I cast with Admirable, but that was an incredible Viaduct match. It went 2-2. The score ended 3-2. Sorry, and it was incredibly close actually. It's apparently Lethal Weapon were slated to be like incredibly bad at Viaduct, but it didn't look like that on that map. Or maybe Suave was a little off. It's not exactly clear, but still a really good map.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, we've got everything set up now. Everyone is on the right team. Everyone's in the servers. Hopefully we're going to be going live pretty damn soon.
Yeah, they're all on the right classes, short of Skeech. But yeah, I think they're gonna go live soon. I mean, they should. But to make this a little bit more interesting, how about scores? What do you think the round turnouts will be?
I think 3-0 on Viaduct. Even though I
3-0?
say that there's still a chance to be an upset, I think Reason are just going to be too strong. And I mean, how can you push into what was his sniper?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not as good as he used to be. You know, when back in the old days of I sort of 30 series, but. I mean,
I don't know. I actually want to disagree with that. I think Walters is back in form. I really think so.
Okay, well, even then, I mean, how can you push into that? You just can't. So
it looks like we're going live, but I wanted to say I think the score's gonna be 3-1. I think Lego has a chance to take a round.
I say it's gonna be 3-0, but I'm only 90% sure that Reason are gonna be the one to get that score. If Lego win a game, it's going to be 3-0. But we are onto our first middle. Josh is going to be jumping in super aggressively. He is going to be followed up by Crystal, and they do pick Skeej, but they trade both their lives for it. But With Beta still alive, I mean, this is a good position for Lego. They're 3v4 though, and I think Reason are just going to bomb straight in. Yeah, they're going to pick up Sepulk, and Beta and Dr. Phil have got to find themselves having to run away as fast as possible. They are going to make it out actually, but they've got themselves a nice little Uber advantage, and I mean, they can push. No sniper as of yet, but yeah. I will just reintroduce us if you have just joined us. This is TFTV2. My name is Ryushi. Joining me on the casting couch is Mana, and running the camera for now is Arie. This is a week 7 match between Reason Gaming on red and Lego on blue. Action is happening though. The Uber is going to get forced off. Zub and Captain jump aggressively in together and pop it off, but they both trade their lives and don't really get anything done. And now it's going to be tough for Reason to push back in. They have picked up the sniper rifle on Walters, and it's, you know, that they're doing the simple little building and spawn strat that they're running. But Mana, what do you think about that first middle and everything that's happened since?
It kind of looked like Lego chose a strat, but didn't really follow up with the execution of it. But here right now, we see Lego kind of posturing because they don't have an Uber advantage, and they're doing a decent job of spamming them out to get away from the point. But they're gaining a lot of ground. Oh, we have Sorex sniping. Wow, you got 2, and this is really bad on Reason. They need to back out of here because they're gonna get clapped on if they don't leave.
This
Scouts
is
looks
really
like
bad.
He's gonna try to edge the point, but he's not even gonna get that. Lego actually shut Reason out.
That was just huge by Sorex there. First picking up Zub with a nice little body shot, and then again with the second kill. I can't remember who killed. On Haffy, yeah. So that's just completely stunted any aggression from Reason. Now they've got their spawns up and they are going to come push in, but Haffy goes down once again, and they are pushing again into the Uber of Lego, and Reason lose 2 and don't even get the point out of it. So
well, this is good because they just went went to get the force, and they're going to get the point even. This is really good because yeah, this is just really good timing. This is good play so far.
Yeah. Of course, I forgot about the spawn timers on Viaduct. Man, I haven't played this map in ages.
Oh, don't
worry. Or at
worry.
least not seriously.
No worries. Skeech has a huge Uber advantage, about a 40%. And we have Sorex on Sniper again. He's going to definitely look for that angle on Skeech. They're not really shutting him down. Maybe they don't even know he's there yet. We're going to have the bomb in from Lego, and they're not going to get a ton amount of guns. Yeah, the bombs are getting cleaned up. And Skeech gets out safe.
Yeah, there is going to be a sniper of Sorex looking for him. I did see the dot there, but it looks like he's going to get chased out. And shotgun down by Walters. So, Reason, they hold the point, they hold their Uber advantage as Skeech did manage to surf away from all that aggression onto him. And Lego, they've got to push into this Uber v Uber, or do they just go for another force wave here? They've got plenty of time, so I think they can. But no, it looks like they're going to be pushing out on this left-hand side. Maybe trying to get super aggressive with the combo, actually, rather than go for a force early.
Yeah, this is a great move, because if you get the force on Reason, you have an Uber to have a better Uber. Oh, but kaidus' loose cannon spam actually gets the force on Lego first instead. And Skeech is going to Uber later, and this is going to be incredibly good for Reason. Look at that, they're just decimating Lego right now. And yeah, Lego's not getting this point anytime soon.
No, not at all. Dr. Phil only just respawned. Josh is up, but I mean, what can he do? 1v5. Not a lot. Skeech did go down there, so Beta's going to get himself a little bit of an Uber advantage, but only about 15%, and I don't think it's quite going to be enough. But yeah, with 35 seconds left on the clock for Reason to defend, I think this is definitely a first round going for them at the moment. We'll see what Lego can do. They might be able to pull something out. They are going to be pushing up as 6, trying to get onto the point, trying to get round. But now there's going to be some spam and damage onto Beta. He's going to go down, but they trade Zub, Walters, and Captain for it. This could be a good position for Lego as they're pushing forward, trying to chase down as many players as possible. If they can get Skeet here, this could be really good for them. Are they going to chase? Both these scouts are going straight into the spawn for him, trying to find him up. He misses the jump, but they don't chase him. Oh, that's unfortunate for them. It's going to be a 50% Uber advantage, even more, as Beta has no one to heal as he respawns. Eventually does manage to get himself back to mid, but it's not going... It's going to be a tough position for Lego to hold this, and then they've got a minute and a half left on the clock as well after that, so see what the play is from Reason here.
Yeah,
the play is
like
suicide Captain in and... Oh, sorry,
yeah, it looks like he tried to push in and got kind of caught in fighting 2 people. Oh, Skeech goes down from Sorex kind of sneaking his way into there, and I think this is Reason's cue to just suicide onto onto Beater. We'll see what they do. Looks like they're trying to jump in, try to get the angle, maybe even ground. They're gonna just attempt to go for the cap instead, because yeah, they're just collapsing straight onto Lego, and this is a round win for Reason.
Yeah, I mean, Sorik's almost saving it there there at the last second with a nice little flank, but not enough. And they're actually going to roll out a sniper to mid. Sorik's picking up the sniper rifle. If I'm honest, I didn't see Lego being the one to run the perma sniper, or well, almost perma sniper. He has been playing pretty good scout as well. Sorik's going to be looking for that head on this middle. I'm just going to cast what he's doing, see if he can get anything. He's not hitting anything so far. And Skeet is actually going to be the first to die. Crizzle is going to get a nice little bomb, and some Sorix goes down as well. But now 2 for 2 trade, 2 for 3, 3 for 3 trade. Everyone is just dying consistently. It's Josh and Beta versus a Hafi, kaidus, and Zoob. And there we go. Zoob and Hafi combine up to get the final kills. Josh did pick up Zoob, but it's not going to be enough. Reason are going to get the point, and maybe they capped that a bit too early there, because Walter's captain and Zoob are still down. But it doesn't matter in the end. Doesn't matter in the end, as Walters and captain only had like a second on respawn time left anyway. So Reason are going to be able to defend, and now Walters has picked up the sniper rifle. This is what I was expecting.
Yeah, it's not going to matter if you're at the mid fight, because no one has the cap, so everyone has a long spawn timer. So you actually just want to get the cap. But regardless, yeah. Oh, we see Walters just get the immediate frag onto Josh, and Reason are doing a good job of trying to contain this push, and the Lego are finding a hard time to just trying to get in, and they even back out to regroup.
Yeah, they know that sniper's there now. They don't really want to push into it, and they don't really want to slow push into it. They want to just go, and they've got a 20% disadvantage, so it's going to be really tough for them. Actually, they have a 20% disadvantage because Ski just picked up that Crits Krieg, and I mean, well, let's see if they're going to be able to do anything with it. If Lego think they have an advantage and they try and slow push this could be a huge play from Reason if they can get this crits off effectively.
Yeah, but they just missed their window of timing as now that Beater has Uber, and I guess they're going to go for the post Uber recrits, but they both pop at the same time, but Reason or Lego can't even get in. Their Uber's pretty much stalled, and this is a very weird fight that just went from mid into this back area, and it's still going on, and there's like about 3 fights going on. Like, Ryushi, please help.
Yeah, everything's sort of backed out. The Uber from Lego chased Reason out, and they did actually pick up Skeege at the end. Beta is going to be a return frag coming out at the start of this fight, but he trades kaidus and Zoop for it, so Reason, they lose 2 big damage-dealing fraggers there, and it's not going to be... Oh, okay, wow. Fighting is just constantly happening on this map at the moment. The point is in favour of Lego, and they are 3 down, so they're going to have really long respawn times, and now it's going to be almost capped out. No, it doesn't even get capped out. Captain is going to get 2 players jump onto him, Josh and Phil, and Captain just shotguns them both down. Going to look for a third. It's going to be Sorix in from behind. Does eventually get body shot down by Walters, but Reason, they hold on to the point. Sorry, they recap the point because they didn't have it. And Lego put themselves in a bad position with huge respawn times there. So Reason, once again, they're sitting up here, they're defending, they've got a slight Uber advantage. It's going to be, once again, the Uber. And once again, they have Walters on the sniper rifle. So, Lego players looking to see if they can find a way forward. They've probably got the medic behind. No, actually, Beta's actually come forward here. He's on the close left. They are going to find an entry frag on Zoob, so this could be really good. Skeet goes down to a huge pipe by Dr. Phil, and now Walters as well. That's 3 down for Reason. Lego just need to push themselves forward. kaidus down as well. Hafi and Captain, the only ones left alive. Where are they? Are they going in for some frags? Yes, they are, but it doesn't matter because they miss everything. And Lego get themselves a team wipe and a free point. Good job, Lego.
Yeah, that was a very good slow push. They kind of picked off Reason, and then Reason had no real choice either to go big or go home, and they decided to try and go big, but it didn't really work out. So we have a 1:45 on the timer from Lego, and about 1 minute for Reason, as they're doing a bomb, and they actually get the force. This is incredibly bad for Lego. They really needed to hold on to that. I'm not sure if they were expecting... Wow, that was a huge air shot, by the way. But I'm not sure if they were expecting that, but... That's a little bit poor play on part of Beater. I think he was a little bit too forward, and maybe no one spotted kaidus fast enough either. Maybe it's a little hard to say, but getting that force is really crucial. And Siege is about to come up to 100%. They're going to push out, and you see Soldier go for an early jump, and Skeege just surfed it right up to the top. Wow, that was an incredible surf to keep this Uber alive. And they're going to push right in with this full Uber, and maybe they won't even have to pop it. They could just they can just get the point for free.
Yeah, the play from LEGO right now needs to be a force. They're not going to be able to fight this. And in comes the soldier, double soldier bot. That's going to be Phil, actually. They're going to try and put some damage. Crizzle gets completely destroyed in midair, and Dr. Phil is also going to get shut down. Now there's a scout onto Skeech, but he just calmly sits there and stares him down while Sorix gets massacred by the rest of Reason. And that is a pretty much an easy defense for Reason. Now they pull up the forward hold, looking close to that right-hand side with the combo, and then the scouts and the Roma over on the left, sorry, demo over on the left. They're gonna, LEGO are gonna try and get out early and mid, but they actually get forced super early. Josh is gonna be going down, and now both combos are fighting each other on the blue side, and they have such a better Uber on Reason. Beat is gonna find himself down. Sepulk, the only one left alive, does pick up Halfcool, but he's surely not gonna be able to clean up the other 4 players. No, Walters is gonna shut him down, and Reason, I mean, Skeech is still alive. They back up to the point, but there's only 5 seconds left. LEGO just need to go straight onto the point, and they're not even going to get there after some nice deny shots from Walters on these players who were in midair, and that is going to be a second round for Reason.
Yeah, a straight 2-0. I mean, we just see Reason with way more solid play. They clearly have thought out this map pretty much more than LEGO has, by a decent amount. And yeah, we're just seeing really solid play around Skeech too, which is a big part of just being able to count down your own timer as we go into another mid, Ryushi.
Yeah, once again we see Crizzle trying to bomb in early, doesn't make it this time. Reason were ready for him. He does manage to get himself away on 5 health. And Reason actually do lose 2. Walters and Zoo both going down. Kaidus does pick up a return frag, but now Reason have backed themselves up into this little corner just underneath Cliff here. They could be in a bit of danger if the Reason Solis were a bit more aggressive, but they're not going to find anything. Actually, Halfcool and Captain goes down, both to the guns of Sorix. He does eventually trade for Walters, but that nice aggressive play from Sorix there is keeping Reason back and stopping them from pushing. Now they come in, but with Walters down as well, they're fighting 3v5 here. This is not the play from Reason. They're going to have to back themselves out. Skeech is actually super far forward. If there's an aggressive bomb, maybe from Dr. Phil here, it could be a really dangerous situation. The Uber's going to get popped out by both teams on the point. A little bit of a multi-flash from Beta is going to get him with a slightly worse Uber timing, but now in comes a couple more Reason players. They get flashed as well. They're just trading themselves around point. This fight has been going on for what seems like 2 minutes now, and finally Reason starts to come out on top. They're going to pick up 3 frags, and Beta has disappeared from point. He is nowhere near. Sepulk is going to be the final casualty, and Reason eventually do pick up the point, but I mean, that's 50 seconds on the clock for LEGO there. It's not too bad.
Yeah, that was really interesting. It was like another really slow fight, but then eventually everything just kind of started to collapse. And we're going to see LEGO come out from the left here, and they're going to start poking in to see if they can see where they could jump into. I bet they're looking for Skeech right now, as he has a slight, like, about 30% advantage. And then, yeah, they're going straight into the jugular, and are they going to be able to get in? They barely... Well, they start to pick off the other combat classes for Reason, and this is looking like it could turn into a push. This scout is on Dr. Phil, and they need to get him, yes. And they get the force out of Skeech and Captain, the only 2 alive, and they need to back out.
Well, Dr. Phil is going to go down, but now Beta has actually come forward to try and save his players. He does find Crizzle and saves him from dying, and Reason have to back themselves up. This is going to be... Wait, what happened to Beta there? Did he come forward?
Yeah, he lived through the whole thing. I guess they didn't have enough to really punish him, and they just... Oh, well, Zoop just picked him, so never mind. But, yeah, what happened was they knew that Captain wasn't going to jump in. He would have been ineffective if he jumped in, so they just stayed in. But
I thought that was
they all got collapsed on, so...
I thought that was a force wave from LEGO there. They pushed four players forward and got like a couple of frags with it. But I guess not. Sepulk is going to be fighting 1v3. Does take down Kaidus, but does eventually fall to the pistol of Halfcool. Reason holding on to the point here. But, I mean, if Sepulk is able to get in and 1v4 players and still manage to get a pick, that really says something for Reason that maybe seem a little bit shaken here. They are going to pop off an Uber on the points, and this is the force wave that I was looking for. Beta, far back, is going to be having a sort of a 40% advantage, and hopefully if he's just sat there building and spawn, then it could be good. Now, before we started, we were talking about the players, and we were talking about Sepulk as not particularly spectacular. You know, he's no Storex, he's no sort of spectacular scout. He just seems to be filling the other scout role on the roster, but he seems to be doing pretty damn good this game. He's got himself top of the leaderboard above his medic, and was an instrumental part in that push, getting some good damage, but which was cleaned up by Sorex onto the jumping forward soldiers of Reason, and Captain's going to be the only frag. LEGO getting the point for free here, basically. They might even get a few more frags. If they can kill Zoob, they are going to clean him up. So that's another sort of 10 seconds where Zoob isn't on the map. And Reason, they can't really push as 5. It's going to be tough for them. They do have an Uber advantage. I'm sorry, they do have equal Ubers, but it's going to still be tough for them. They're trying to come out middle, but there's so much spam on it. They're going to try and force a scout in through the left-hand side. Maybe a soldier here as well, actually. This might be a dangerous situation for Josh as he's over on the left-hand side trying to hold himself. Oh, wow, Zoob just gets completely decimated as well. This is a super aggressive Uber. How did that happen? Was that a force on Beta's part? I don't know. I didn't see.
I didn't quite see. But they're not going to get anything with it except maybe this scout. Maybe not even that. And that was a bit of an odd play where Lego were kind of hanging up in a forward hole kind of, and I think the big thing is Reason's just kind of, I think they're throwing a little bit. But
yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, that's an alarm. You need to take care of that?
Probably not. It'll go off in like 20 seconds, but I'll keep my mind muted for a bit, so keep talking.
Skeech has a full Uber advantage. They're going to push into here, and yeah, they're going to pop off, and we'll see how many frags they can get. They already lost Captain in the Uber, so that's incredibly bad. But Lego kind of just scattered, so they're not going to have positioning on this point, and Reason are going to cap this. And the timers are about even, by the way. It's 40 seconds for Lego, and it's just hitting 40 seconds for Reason. And Beater gets hit, and he's gonna pop off. And oh, but it's just a bait. The Uber doesn't really get anything done. It's just it's forced to go too forward. And well, Lego managed to keep the point, and it's about 30 seconds on both timers. See if Reason, they're gonna look to do a full push maybe.
Well, they're going to pick up an entry frag on Sorex. This could be what they need, because Sorex has been key in getting behind them when they're trying to push, so they might just try and push off that. Yeah, they're going to get some good damage out onto Sepulk as well, and they're just going to bomb rush the point and try and get as many bodies onto it as possible. There's going to be a couple of soldier jumps, but is it going to be enough? Beta surely can't heal everyone who's taking so much damage. Beta does even go down, now with Josh, Crizzle, and Sepulk all down. Sorex, the only one left alive. Reason have just got to defend this, and they've got 100% Uber advantage, and everyone's still alive. I can't see Lego getting back onto this point unless something huge happens.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be over for Reason, because Skeech has a full Uber and the timer is getting down dangerously close to about like 10 seconds now. Even though Lego has 1 second, they're not gonna be able to get out and block and get the point before Skeech pops off his Uber to block the point. And oh, they're not blocking on the point, and Lego actually kind of went around to get the cap, but it's not gonna be enough. Reason are gonna clean this up, and that's 3-0 for Reason. Your prediction was right.
I called it. You know,
yeah.
I just as soon as the first round finished, I knew Reason were going to win 3-0. They looked a little shaky there, and maybe they're not taking this map, this game too seriously, even though they should be, because they've really got to try and get as many points as possible to make playoffs. But I don't know, a couple of things that I can't understand why they did that. But Lego again, you know, you can tell that they're Prem, even if they are bottom Prem. Some fantastic plays from them. Sepulk and Sorex both making awesome plays. Well, I say Sepulk making plays. He was more just sort of a solid scout who was always just in every single fight. Crizzle, I'm impressed with his jumps. He did some good jumps on the middles of every map at the beginning of every round. Was really sort of leading his team to victory. Yeah, he'd die every time, but Josh and Sorex were always there to clean up. And Dr. Phil as well, some nice pipes from him. So Lego playing pretty well, but I mean, they were just outclassed by Reason, even if Reason made a few clowny mistakes here and there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta agree. I'm gonna look at the logs here.
Ooh, yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, and we have kaidus sitting at the top. Not too far behind Captain, who has a very high amount of frags, I gotta say. Followed by Sorex on Lego and Dr. Phil and Sepulk. So yeah, some of the players doing decent amount of work. I mean, these damage stats aren't too far apart. Obviously, we see Reason kind of taking it, but not bad.
Okay, I'm just posting the logs in chat. Arie tells me he can't show them on stream because he hasn't got it set up. So, you know, if you're watching the VODs, guys, tough luck. You'll just have to find them on logs.df.
They might
But yeah.
they might get linked somewhere with the event. But do you see anything particularly special? I guess Sorex with 22 frags and Sepulk with 23 frags is pretty massive.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly. That's what I was going to bring
Scouts,
attention to.
Yeah. Because the Reason Scouts don't nearly have as many.
No, Sorex 22 to 19 as well. That's like he was just suiciding in constantly, but finding frags with it. Whereas Sepulk 23 to 10, again, like I said, just a solid sort of always in every single fight scout. And it shows with his with his kills. Yeah, but for Dr. Phil, Josh, and Crizzle getting well 8 and 6, not the best amount of kills from the damage classes of Lego. But we move on to our second map now. Now, we can go over prediction banner, I think. Who would you say... Well, what would you say the score is going to be?
Man, I want to see I want to see Lego take one round still, so I'm gonna say 6-1. I think it'll be a very fast 6-1 though, relatively fast at least.
Okay, I think it's actually going to be the same. Yeah, they're going to get... It's... Okay, so we both agree on this. What round would you say that Lego are going to get? Is it going to be one in the middle of the game? The very first round? Or
I think it's
one
gonna
towards
be,
the end?
Yeah, it's going to be either in the middle or near the end, where they finally kind of get a read on what Reason are doing, and they're going to wipe them on middle, in some miraculous fashion, like where Storax gets a 7 to 8 to 8 to 9k or something ridiculous, and then they're just going to roll it all the way to last and just get the point.
Okay, see, I think it's going to be the very first round is going to go to Lego. They're going to just blitzkrieg them across mid and then just chase them all the way to last, and Reason aren't going to have an answer to it, but only in the first round. Then there's going to be like a 4 to 5 minute round for the second round, and then Reason just going to steamroll for the rest of the game. And that's what I'm going to say.
In chat, we almost had another heavy duel, but not quite. Lego kind of saying, sharing is caring. Ski's yelling, "You want some more of that where that came from?" Yeah, okay. Crizzle kind of defeatedly saying, "Please, this is the only victory we'll get." That's a little sad, but one day, little Crizzle, one day.
Well, Reason are happy to take blue. Obviously, Badlands a little bit more balanced than Viaduct. To be honest, I thought Viaduct was completely balanced as it is. I don't really see the option of having blue, but whatever.
Yeah, Badlands is literally symmetrical. It pretty much makes almost no difference on what side you're on. There's actually this is for Viaduct, but the sides can actually matter sometimes, but it's still pretty minor in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, these teams are gonna go live very shortly. It seems like I can't imagine them wanting to wait around in between maps too long.
Can't imagine Lego want really anything to do here. They just want to leave. Okay, that was a bit harsh. I apologise to Lego for that. But yeah. Obviously, guys, after we finish this game, there should be another game, or there should still be another game happening over on the main stream. It's going to be a French showdown. Is that right?
It
is, yeah.
Shock versus the newly branded Insomniacs.
Rebranded, more like.
Yeah, rebranded. Yeah, it's bound to be a very good matchup because I've seen that matchup in the previous season, and it's always been incredible how crazy both sides get against each other. But what's your opinion on? Because I know you've seen the old Lego a lot, and what's your opinion on this version of it?
I think in some ways it's stronger, but in some ways it's weaker.
Yeah.
It's still the bottom of Prem, but we have actually gone live. I will explain my reasoning in a bit as I just go and call out what we're happening here. So this is Team Fortress TV 2. This is going to be a Week 7 match, Map 2, between Lego and Reason. It's going to be Badlands. I'm Ryushi. With me is Mana. On camera is Arie, and it's going to be our first middle. So, Reason pushing up aggressively onto their hill. They're not going to really find anything other than a soldier of Josh waiting there for them, but he goes down, and Lego actually finding themselves a pretty good middle here. They're all on point. Captain is going to be jumping in, trying to get some damage. Oh, sorry, Zoob jumping in, trying to get some damage onto the point, but isn't going to find anything. And Lego, they take the point here.
Yeah,
Start the push
I'm not
forward.
incredibly sure what happened. The reason looked like they
no.
had a good early positioning, but I guess they decided it wasn't really good enough, and
Well,
they kind of started to retreat a little bit, and then Lego just took the ground.
I saw the combo of Reason just walk through valley, up slope, and then straight back into house and just leave middle. They sort of they came, they looked at it a bit, went, "No, I'm not fighting that," and just left.
That's pretty surprising, but
yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Not quite sure what made them want to leave, but maybe it was a terrible tourist, whatever. Josh is going to be jumping in super aggressive. He finds nothing. Yeah, so Lego, they're sat on mid, they're one down. In comes kaidus with a huge bomb onto middle. It's going to drop Bia with a huge pipe. And that is going to be all she wrote for the Lego defense of this middle. Sepulch, Sorix, and Dr. Phil are going to try and fight as much as possible, but Skeej is just going to be able to, protected by the rest of his teammates, and Lego are going to back out. Wow.
I didn't quite catch all the details of that bomb, but that I did not. I actually expected a bomb in from Zoob or something, because they do that every so often as well. But a bomb in from kaidus actually being successful there, wow, that's really surprising. They're pretty much going to get the second point for free as well. Yeah, like Lego tried to trade in that scenario, and they just did not win that fight at all. And Lego are kind of like poking around into this forward lobby, but they're not going to be able to stay in, especially not with Josh down. And they're going to just back up to last.
Yeah,
no off-bots either.
Yeah, this is going to be a 4v6 defense for Lego. The Uber gets popped out, Dr. Phil gets shot down by 2 easy rockets from Captain, and then he cleans up everyone else. That is going to be a first round on the board for Reason, so my prediction is already wrong. But you can still find yourself into a round later on in the game.
We'll see. I mean, I'm still really surprised that they took that mid, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. And on this next middle, we see Dr. Phil going out through house, and actually both demos going through house. Oh, balcony, sorry. And kaidus actually is taking a really forward position on this train, and he's gonna go down almost immediately. But I don't know if does Reason want to stay in? Like, Lego is really scattered. Oh wow, they just get collapsed on. I'm surprised. Yeah, I guess
2v2 though.
Yeah, but Lego has 2 scouts. Unless barring. Okay, well, I just ate my own words. I was about to say, like, they had high ground advantage. They had a little bit more health. They could have just focused on one target, like that soldier sitting at the bottom of them.
They were both focused on Zoob, and he just ate every shot, and then just like got 2 directs onto one each of the scouts, and Walters just cleans one up and gets the other with a splash. Yeah,
it's literally a tragedy.
That shouldn't happen when the teams are equal, but I mean, well,
yeah, it's not even close. But an interesting mid fight and almost victory to Lego there. But yeah, Reason are gonna sit here with a crit streak actually. By the way, crit streak advantage even, and they better pop this off immediately. Or they're just gonna wait for the nope. See both soldiers from Reason jumping in, and then yeah, the crit soldier actually, and then they're gonna just try and get picks with this, but yeah, they turn 2 picks for 1.
Beta and
Beta finally pops, and I mean this is actually pretty good because Reason are only 3 up right now. They just picked off Sorix, so
you say finally popped. Beta actually got disconnected from the rest of his combo when the crits popped off, and he had 96%.
Oh,
so,
that's what happened. That makes way more sense. Yeah.
He then sort of walks in past the combo of Reason and just sort of eventually finds a scout to get that remaining 4% off on and pops Sorix through the choke, and Sorix suicides while Beta runs away, which I think was probably the right decision because otherwise Beta wasn't getting out alive. And they do at least have a heals on this last point, but it's going to be a crit from Skeej. They've already picked off the sentry gun. Where are they going to come with this? It's going to be straight out through main. I heard the crits go off. They're going to pick off Dr. Phil. Not really finding anyone else though. Now they find Beta with the second. A nice little fadeaway crit sticky from kaidus to pick him off. And now with 2 down, with no heals, no demo man. Surely, well, what? Sorix, please. Sorix, stop ruining everything that I'm talking about.
Wow,
Sorix gets himself a nice little
3K.
Easy triple kill. And they're defending this point. Skeej, Walters, and Halfcool, the only ones left alive. So a medic and 2 scouts. They're going to be trying to rush around this point. They are going to pick up a couple more kills. Sepulch, though, defending the point, gets both scouts. These Lego scouts are insane.
Yeah, they turned it on. Like, we all know Sorex can go nuts, but Sepulk also is starting to go a little bit nuts, and this is very fun to see. It's a little bit surprising. Sorex kind of like poked at the flank, at the Reason's right flank, and they didn't really have anyone securing it, so he just like got a couple kills there, and now Lego they're like pushing up, trying to get a forward position, but I think they're gonna have to back out. But they saved that last point because it was about to be a very clear-cut advantage for Reason.
Yeah, the crits is going to come out. Not finding anyone yet. No, yeah. They didn't find anyone with the crits, but all they did was just take away all the attention so that the scouts of Walter and Haffy could get in behind and pick up 3 easy kills onto the Lego players. Now they're bomb rushing the point. It's going to be an easy second round. For Reason, a nice little play there from them. The crits came out in main, but they were really far back. They didn't really find anyone, but that just allowed Haffy and Walters to just walk in from behind and get themselves some easy frags. Mana, take us through this next middle, because, I mean, yeah. I haven't got a clue what's happening on these middles.
Oh, yeah, no problem. We see Kaidus coming out of house here, and we see Dr. Phil coming out house a little bit later, and we see a soldier kind of on this right side, really close to the Reason offense. He's actually going to go under to see if he can poke around, but he's not really doing too much. It looks like some of the flank tried to push into Lego, and they actually got taken down. And this is going to be another Lego mid. This is interesting. This is not what I expected at all.
I did not expect Lego to win. I expect them to win 1 mid, and that's it. But this is like 3 mids.
Yeah.
They won the first one, they've won the third one, and they pretty much should have won the second one if they hadn't been Pillix. But, I mean, this is going to be Lego pushing into last here.
This is pretty unbelievable, I gotta say.
Yeah.
But I
they
think
pick off the sentry early, and Haffy switches back onto the scout. So, what's going to happen here? It's going to be Skeech did manage to get out, so they are going to push in. They're going to be pushing into an Uber. Yeah.
You're going to get the force and a multi, and yeah, Reason's Uber is a little bit better still, but I'm not sure. I think they're trying out a couple different strats to see what kind of things can take off Reason. But we're 1 down on both sides, and I don't really expect anyone to push anymore. Well, Josh goes down, and that can be kind of a cue to push. It really depends. You see scouts kind of poking into lobby now. If they can pick this scout of Sepulk here, they're gonna be pretty good. They bully him out, so looks like Reason are actually gonna push this. They managed to like successfully cover all the areas and completely push out Lego.
Yeah, questionable play from Josh was sort of really holding really close onto that bottom right-hand side, did get himself picked off. And now, with the point being pressured by Reason, they've got a couple of players up there, so they've got the high ground advantage. Dr. Phil is going to be going down, so Lego have got no answer to spam this point out. And now, with some huge plays, Beta is going to be going down. The Uber does get popped off by Skeech and Reason. They're just going to be cleaning house right now. Sepulk, Sorex, the only ones left alive. Can they find anyone else? Sorex, I think it's Sorex, is in behind. It's going to be going on to Skeech. Sepulk, actually, he finds Captain. Sorex comes in from the top, finds Walters. Both scouts now going on to the aggressive of Skeech. Can they get him? They do. Sorex goes for the kill. Now he finds Now he finds Kaidus. Kaidus is down really low. Does manage to get the health pack in the end, and Zoob cleans up Sorex. But what is happening?
I think that is the one thing that Reason can't really handle is beast mode scouts. They're pretty good at balling up in like these 6v6 fights, but when there's a scout that gives them trouble, it's gonna give them a lot of trouble. And we see, yeah, and Lego's trying to recap this point, and they should be able to, really, but, well, I'm not sure what Josh was doing there, but he just got kind of taken on. I think Lego now have to kind of back up if they can't manage to finish this cap. What did you see?
I don't even know. Oh, well, I tell you what I see. I see Beta with an 60% crits Uber advantage. Jesus Christ, words are hard. Yeah, so Lego holding mid, got themselves an Uber advantage. As long as Josh doesn't suicide again, they should be fine. They could just push this easily. Reason is so far back. They know they've got this advantage. They don't even want to fight this. They're probably just going to give this up. Maybe try and get a force out onto Beta. Beta hasn't got the best track record with avoiding forces, so this should be a fairly straightforward play for Reason. But again, also fairly straightforward for Lego. They just need to get in, avoid being forced, get the point for free. There's actually going to be a back cap coming out of the Reason players. It's going to be the scouts coming in from behind. They don't manage to get everything, but they pull the entirety of their Lego team back, allowing Skeech to get his Uber advantage. and to get his Uber up, and now they actually come in super aggressively. There's going to be some big damage done by the combo of Reason as Zub pushes forward. As Captain pushes forward. Zub and Walters do get picked off in the background though, and now Skeej surfs himself away with 15 HP. Can they find him? Lego getting super aggressive onto him. They're not going to get him. Kaidus is just defending this point. Skeej is going to pick up a kill onto Sorex, who was running around the point with his crossbow. Kaidus on 5 health. Josh does find him, but Hafikul came from behind and does find Beta. And now Hafikul does go down to the pipes from Dr. Phil. Josh, dodging the arrows, is going to dodge it. He dodges the rockets as well. What is going on?
This is absolutely nuts. They never even tried to touch Skeej until the end just now, and Skeej just popping off like maybe 5 or 6 arrows, including a double arrow combo onto that scout. And Reason actually end up winning this fight, crazily enough. And yeah, we're actually finally stabilizing, with even a slight advantage to Skeej.
I can't keep track of what's going on. It's just endless fighting. It's enjoyable to watch, though.
It's a bunch of big plays by pretty much almost everyone. It's really interesting.
Yeah. See, Arie's got the cheat sheet to look at. I can't look at it because if I tab out of game, I'll never tab back in again. So so at least Arie's catching all the crazy frags that is happening all over the map, even if we're not. But yeah, it's going to be, once again, we find ourselves in a pretty familiar position. Lego are defending mid with an Uber against an Uber from Skeej. Josh has just suicided in. Pretty familiar, yeah? Dr. Phil actually gets picked off over in house by an aggressive Uber out of Skeej, and now they're backing out. They're chased by the Uber from Beta, but Beta's Uber just gets completely wasted there, and now Reason have found themselves 6v2. They're going to come straight in. Krizzle's going to get massacred over in choke, and Beta and his scouts are just going to have to run like hell as they give up point pretty much for free there. Have you seen the fact that Captain's got 3 DOMs?
Oh wow, that's pretty nice. And Walters is sitting at 2 as well. Yep, that's how you know you're kind of owning, as we call it in the gaming world. And the Reason is going to push straight into this choke. No respect to literally anyone right now. They're pretty much winning this fight straight out. I'm not sure why Lego are staying in. They're gonna get decimated here. I'm not sure what they were trying to win there near the end. They really should have gotten out after the first pick onto Josh, and also the second pick. I forget who, but I remember seeing it. And yeah, this is pretty clinical, as Admirable would like to say. And well, Reason lost a couple people, but Lego are literally in no position to I don't know, take it back. And we see no offlines. Oh, we see sorry, Sepul going to Pyro just now. And yeah, that's a good move.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't use clinical to describe this game. I'd say this game is a mess.
No, it's literally the opposite. Yeah, that's true.
Sorex is going to pick up Hafikul. I didn't even see where that was. Was Hafikul pushing in? I don't know. Was Sorex pushing out? Probably.
I think Sorex was. Sorex is running around behind, and he managed to take a 1v1 with Hafikul and win it. He got picked up by Zub just now. Reason have a player advantage, so they're going to definitely push this.
Yeah, the Pyro from Sepul completely denied their Uber though, so they're going to be pushing him without Uber, but with Beta, Krizzle and Dr. Phil, the only ones left alive, it's going to be tough for Lego to hold this. Sepul now spawns as a scout. Sorex and Josh not quite up yet, and Reason now come in. This could be actually dangerous for them. If they come in into the spawns from Sorex and Josh, it's going to be really dangerous. The Uber gets popped out, but there's no one on the point to defend. Oh, Beta just manages to get on the point in time. Walters goes down, but Reason do have the high ground advantage here, and they could really crush the players who are still standing on the point. All they've got to do from Reason is just touch the point. Everyone just dies.
Wow.
Everyone just died. I'm not even kidding. Like, in the same second, everyone died.
That was a little
How am I
hilarious
supposed to call that?
Skeej got he got hit by a pipe, and he just surfed it onto the rail of the last point, and he tried to step on the point, but he got dead on immediately. It was just really funny to see. And yeah, now we're on to the next mid. This crazy nutty game, 3-0 to Reason so far. And we see Reason kind of splitting up their forces, and they're doing a little bit better, I would say. They're trading a lot more, and not just immediately, you know, going down.
Oh, Skeej! Skeej!
Skeej! Oh, rest in peace.
He got one.
Yeah.
Uber, so if he gets another one there, he survives. Oh,
yeah,
that was
Beta
close.
lives through this whole thing, but it looked better for a while. But I think Lego happened to put the right amount of players on both sides and kind of cleaned up pretty much almost
Well,
everything.
Josh just skip jumped straight into house and completely denied Reason's combo from getting on the point. Sorix cleaned up like 3 people, and then I don't know. Lego win mid again. This is they're 3 out of 3. Well, 3 out of 4 for 1 mids. Half equal's going to get picked off. Reason they're winning the rounds, but they cannot seem to win this mid. And then these second exchanges just don't seem to be going their way every time.
Oh, I like
Lego
Lego's
already
doing,
pushing in. They've got themselves an uber advantage. Can they get anything done here? Beta does drop, and everyone dies again in the same second. 4 people just died.
This was already a really risky play to push straight into
Sorix.
into the
Is he going for last here? No, he goes for the frags. Oh, they don't actually have
but they don't have
okay.
second, yeah. So he's
I thought they
go
did.
back out, and they're going to cap. But that was
they're going to clean up kaidus first.
And I'm really surprised it almost worked. But
need to clean up kaidus.
Yeah,
he's doing damage. Okay, wow. They get him at the end, but Haffy comes in just to save the round.
They definitely had way more respawns on the way than Lego did. And Reason are going to poke into mid here, but Lego kind of ready to poke even harder back. Those Lego bricks, man. You don't wanna touch them. They're pretty. Wow.
Okay. Skeech gets
rocket spam plus a pipe combo absolutely nailed Skeech into the floor, splattering his blood all over Valley.
What was he even doing there?
It looks like there was a bit of communication error. It seems like they wanted to get in, but they messed up how they did it.
Okay.
And, yeah, Lego are gonna get this point pretty easily.
There's going to be a triple back cap from the flank of Reason. Zoob kills himself on the train, but Haffy cleans up Josh. And now it's a Sorix 1v2. Does one of the other scouts runs away. Haffy is still alive. Where is Walters? He was still behind. He's actually in red house right now, looking for that medpack spawn before he goes and tries once again for the back cap. Is there going to be anyone out to defend? There's no one out to defend. He might even get this point.
Yeah.
He's gonna get it.
That's actually a really good read. And then we see one soldier kind of trying to jump back. We see the combo actually jumping back. And he actually gets the point right before the Spire caps. He gets cleaned up, but this is going to set Lego back to a decent amount. They even get forced just now. And this is a huge problem for Lego. They're going to try and push into choke. And, well, they have to recap mid first, by the way. But,
Josh, what? How?
Yeah, I'm not sure why Josh was so far up. I guess he wanted to get the frag onto Skeech.
That's the right play. They need to kill Skeech before he gets this Uber, but he was alone and he just sort of bombed into to lobby with like 4 other people there.
Exactly,
now Reason are pushing forward. They're gonna try and find as many players. The Uber does get popped out here. Crizzle's gonna be the first death. Sepul getting cleaned up as well. Beta and Sorix, the only ones left alive. Josh just respawned. Sorix, I'm pretty sure, is behind. Yes, does pick up Kado from behind. Reason stacking mid, and Sorix is still alive. Where is he? He's in blue lobby.
He's just
yeah.
He's going
coming
all
up
the way
onto mid.
I don't think he
wants Skeech
really
here.
know where he is.
Definitely wants Skeech here, and I mean, if they can get Skeech, this could be huge for Lego. But I'm pretty sure Sorix has been there we go. Now he's been spotted. He's going to go down pretty shortly. There we go. Haffy and Walters clean him up, and they've got a slight advantage for Lego, but with Sorix still down, he could have waited there, I think. Josh is also going to go down. He gets picked off once again, and now the force comes out from the Reason players. The scouts just immediately rushing behind. Haffy and Walters playing really cleverly. They're going to pick up Sepul, who goes down to chase them, and now Reason just collapse onto as many players. Zoob kills Dr. Phil, but does trade his life for it. Crizzle, surely he's going to go down there. Yeah, 3 health. He doesn't even crate it. He lands on the the slope, saves himself. But yeah, now there's going to be a scout from Sorix running around point, trying to defend as long as possible. Josh is on the point, actually defending that as well, but he's going to be up against kaidus, who destroys him with a pipe just as he jumps off. And with the chat bind taunt.
Yeah, that was an incredible pipe, and they're going to pop right in. Dr. Phil, I guess, getting the force, but considering that it's last, and now that Lego are only 3 up, this is looking a little bit like Reason's point if they can get. Oh no!
Oh no!
Okay,
scouting from behind. There we go. They all created a big hullabaloo in the main, and then Walters just runs around from the side, gets himself a nice little point. That brings us to 4-0. You know, this is Lego's last chance. They've got to get this round for our score of 6-1 to be correct. I mean, if they win mid, which has happened a lot, they can definitely win mid, but they just cannot seem to push on to second or last. So let's see what happens here, man. Take us through it.
Yeah, we see Sepul immediately just kind of dueling, and we see Reason actually. Sorry, this is more significant. They just kind of rush into mid, into the valley of Lego, and they just absolutely decimated a bunch of players, and it's a wipe.
What?
This
Like,
is absolutely nuts.
4 players, right? 4 players from Lego just completely focused, and they killed Skeege, right? They got, I think, one of the scouts as well at the same time, but they just completely bombed the enemy house, and they did manage to pick off Skeege, but they traded 4 for Skeege. And while that happens, Reason just completely flanked them and killed Beta. You know? I mean, just questionable players from Lego. I guess it's what had worked for them before, but you've got to expect Reason to react. Captain and kaidus are going to be going down as they try and push in onto the second. Zoob down as well. Haffy's picked up the spy though. This is the play. There's going to be a crit screak out of Zoob, and they've picked up the spy from Haffy, who I'm desperately trying to find as I... There he is. He's in the red lobby looking for that pick on to... Wait, Beta's already dead. What?
Yeah, Beater died because he was trying to walk out a shutter, and they just didn't clean up Zoob fast enough, and he just kind of ran into rockets.
I didn't even notice.
But the Hafiko spy was out way before that even happened, so he's just kind of around and about, and he got spotted and spammed that. So they know he exists somewhere, but he's just sitting. Wow, what happened there? Did you see that? He was just sitting on top of the rail, and I guess the spam rocket from a soldier just kind of caught him. What? Well, okay. Somehow Skeege died in that process too. I was busy looking at that scout.
Wow.
And this is a very odd fight, but like we're gonna win the mid again, it seems.
Happy calling out Josh in chat as well for saying he's got ESP.
Oh, it's coming.
Fantastic.
The accusations, Josh. Prepare yourself.
Wow, Josh with the talkbacks onto Haffy. So, you know, Lego going to be pushing in. There's 2 down for Reason. They could definitely get in, but they seem to have hung Sorex out to dry here. No, he does eventually meet up back with his team. Reason backing themselves out through trash. I think they're just going to give this up.
Yeah, they definitely don't have the positioning here. Well, Zoop gets Sorked on the flank, but I think they still don't have enough positioning to really do too much more. Yeah, it's... Well, Reason are still kind of in and about, but
oh
dear. What the scout is doing, but
it just dropped.
Where was that? Oh wow.
Yeah, he walked through trash shutter and dropped to a nice little trap from kaidus.
Okay.
I think this is it. Lego, they've got themselves 4 players on their second point, but they're not able to defend it. Okay, wow. Haffy just decides to stop capping and just runs into Sorex's meat shot.
Yeah, I don't know why he walked around the outside.
Yeah. No, Reason have got themselves 3 players, but they're still actually pushing out here. Both teams playing pretty damn clowny right now. Walters is going to pick up Sorex over in the backline. I'm not even sure where that is. I've just stopped following Sorex's camera because he's never where you expect him to be.
He went up into lobby, and I'm pretty sure he was going for a back cap, which would have been a good move. But yeah, Walters was there at the right time. And
well, the Uber got forced out on second point from Reason. They're going to cap the point, but they traded their Uber for it. Beta's got himself 60%, 40% advantage. So, I mean, this could be it for Lego. This could be this could be the push. Is what I'm saying.
All I want is 1 point, Lego. Just 1 point. You have an advantage, and you have mid. You can do it. You can do it, boys.
They've just got to make sure that Josh doesn't suicide, because he's done that quite a lot. If he doesn't suicide, they could be fine. He's going to take a bit of spam. I just want to see what Josh is doing, because he always seems to lead it.
Well, Lego are pushing through flank, by the way, and they're actually even on second
This is a
now.
mistake. This is a mistake. Oh dear.
We had a double rotation.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh my god. This is ridiculous. That was a good call by Reason to just rotate. Skeege actually died there before he could get Uber, and this is nuts. Peter pops it off,
like,
but
how do you let
the
that
Reason players
happen?
are
You're a
already on
Premiership
second.
team. What?
I'm not sure how that rotation got in all the way so far, because they did have a soldier spotting choke, so they just must have thought they could get second before Reason could get mid, but that's obviously not what happened. And now we have Reason about to go into last. They should probably just go in, honestly, because Lego don't have a big player advantage until just about now. Yeah, they're just gonna build up their Uber since Beater's not just spawned just now. And Skeech is sitting here with a 50% advantage. And this may be the end of our predictions for Ryushi. I don't think we're coming back from this one. We're dead in the grave.
Well, Skeech keeps taking a bit of damage, but he does just heal it back up again. I don't know. I thought he'd take a little bit more damage there, but Lego, they're going to have 6 players. They're going to push out. They're going to push out straight through main. They know that this is the last hurrah. Josh is going to be the first frag. And now that Uber gets popped off through main, they're just going to be rushing the point, trying to get as many frags as possible. Dr. Phil falls. That is the call for the Haffy to run straight onto the point. He gets 2 players from Lego to run straight for him. That's Peter and Crizzle left alive, and that is going to be a 5-0 for Reason. I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
That
Just there is some highlight reels coming out of this game. I'm telling you now.
That was such a ridiculous game. Lego capping the majority of the mids, and then oh no, the stats might not have been working. But regardless, it doesn't really matter because I don't think there's anything we could have really gotten from the stats. I don't think.
It's up. It has been given. I tell you what I see. I see Captain with 32 frags. I see Captain with top damaging. I see Sorex out damaging both demos. That's what I see.
Did get uploaded. My bad.
Yeah, they did get uploaded. Yeah, I see Sorex with 28 frags, Walters with 27, Zoob with 24, and then the rest of the teams, I guess. Haffy not having the best game, going 10 to 16. But this damage from Sorex, he put out 9,000 damage basically, 354
Wow.
DPM.
That's
As a scout,
insane.
when you're getting rolled. They lost
That
5-0
is
and he still put
pretty
out 354 DPM.
And
That
Hospital
is-
maybe might have been throwing you a bit there because he has less than a 1 KD, which is kind of surprising. But I think that might have been actually because he took so many duels to Sorex, and Sorex just like out dueled him. I mean,
Yeah,
wow.
that's ridiculous. This game, I don't even know what happened this game.
And
Just
by the
constant
way,
fragging. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh not having a good game. Phil
No.
not having as good of a game as usual, I would say, because both their damage stats are relatively pretty low.
Okay, can we interview anyone? I mean, anyone from Reason is just going to say, yeah, we just weren't really taking it too seriously. We still won, you know, they're trash. And anyone from Lego is just going to come in and say, I don't even know what Lego would say. Yeah, we lost. Why are you interviewing us? Maybe. I mean, we could try for an interview. Is there anything,
we'll see who we can
anything
get.
you particularly want to ask anyone?
Okay, looks like I got kaidus and maybe more people.
Okay.
Do I have anything to ask them?
Because I
Question.
haven't got anything except for maybe asking Skeech why he's rubbish.
Oh, yeah, we should definitely ask that.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to know if when Skeech pushed out the middle, when he got absolutely decimated by the spam, the rocket and the pipe. I'm wondering if that was a bait because they were backcapping at the same time.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, Kaidus has joined us.
Hello.
Congratulations, Kaidus. A fairly
Thanks.
straightforward game for you,
Yep.
except from the fact that Sorex seems to hit every shot.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, obviously, that gives you a full 6 points. That is your final match of the season. Is it going to be enough to put you in playoffs, though?
We hope so, but at the
That
end of the
puts-
day, I think if it's not enough to put us in playoffs, then we just, we don't deserve it. Like, if it kind of comes down to Osomniac and how well they do, and if they get enough points, like if they
Yeah.
can take points from Suave, then they deserve it. So it's fun for us, really.
Well, I mean, first they've got to take 6 points off Eshok, and Eshok, I mean, that could definitely happen.
Yeah. But yeah,
But
I mean,
yeah.
it could be enough. Like at the start, like I expect it to be enough, but it's not like I'm going to be shocked if it's not. And
Yeah.
if it turns out not to be, then well played to them. They deserve it.
That's fair
Or
enough. That's
they
fair
would
enough.
deserve it.
Now, I've got to say, that second Badlands game, rather clowny, quite a lot of trash talk coming out. Was fun to watch, but, I mean, everyone just kept dying, constantly.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What was going on?
I don't know. I think I kind of like. Okay, so it started out like the first mid was just like a joke because I use voice activity and I'm rolling out and my team is trolling me and telling me that I'm muted. So I press my mute bind, thinking it's going to fix it, but they were just trolling me. So I'm then muted for the mid, and everyone's yelling at me that I'm muted, and now that I'm unmuted. So the first mid, like we were just like giggles and smiles, and we never really got straight faces from there. So just kind of went with it in the end.
Okay. Skeej was trash as well, obviously, but that's always what happens. Yeah, there was an interesting point in it. Mana was talking about it just you came in, where Skeej runs into mid by himself and just gets completely decimated. Was that a bait?
I
I
don't think
think
so.
it was on like the 4th round or something
It
like
was
that.
just Skeej being Skeej.
I think I remember the situation. I actually don't know what happened. I wasn't with them. I was like rolling out from respawn or covering another way or something like that. But I remember Zoob was calling back, and then Zoob asked if he was muted because Skeej didn't walk back. Skeej said he was stuck in by that point or something. I don't really know what happened. Oh, well, I didn't see this bit of play.
Yeah,
He really wasn't. He really wasn't.
I just heard the little discussion that happened after it, so I don't really know.
Okay. Well, still, that was pretty fun game. I've got to say, we were both hoping that Lego would get around just because of Sorix carrying them so hard that they deserve one for him.
Yeah, I think on Badlands they probably should have taken a round or maybe even two because we did pretty bad like on mids. They took a lot of they wiped us on mid and got to push last off of it and could never just convert it. So I don't know, like one scout can take you so far, but then when you hit last, scouts aren't so powerful. It's all about a bit more team synergy.
Yeah, absolutely, and they did look rather shaky in the combo, but yeah. Well, congratulations. I don't really have anything else to ask. Mana, have you got anything? Mana? Okay, Mana's
I don't know.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then. I can't think of anything else. Kaidus, anything you want to say particularly?
No, just glad that if this is the end of our season, we finished on a high note. Like everyone had fun. Some of our matches this season have been not so fun and not so good results. So a good result tonight and a lot of laughter was a nice way to end it. If this is the end, so yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, well,
sorry, I'm back. My mumble almost crashed there or something. For some reason, I could hear you guys, but it didn't want me to talk. So,
okay,
well, that's a cue.
Do you want to talk? I mean, if you've got anything to ask, he's still here.
No, I don't have anything to ask.
Okay.
How rude.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, do you want to give any shoutouts, Kaidus?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a shout out to my team. Like I said a second ago, if this is our last game, for me at least, it's been a fun season. One of the funnest I've had in a while, I think. So shout out to my team. Shout out to Reason. And shout out to everyone who's kind of helped us along the way. Huey and Hiss for filling in and all this kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. Mana, any shout outs?
All my boys on TFTV NA, of course, and my new crew at TFTV EU.
I don't think you're part yet. I don't think you've joined. You haven't gone through the initiation. You'll understand.
That? Getting pelted by
No. We don't talk about the initiation.
Okay, all right.
But you'll know.
Shout out to Arie too, by the way, who kind of filled in last minute a little bit. I think Dashner's still tired from streaming TF2 Can, which I'm assuming is why he wasn't on.
Yeah, probably. Okay, well, I am done. I need to go and take lots and lots of medicines because I'm still ill. So I'm done. Well, thank you for watching TFTV2, guys. Everyone, go and watch the mainstream. I think they're still going. It's going to be the French derby over there between Awesomniac and eShock. Thank you for Kaidus for joining us. Thank you to Manat for co-casting, and thank you to Arie for filling in at the last second. Good night.
And happy birthday to Admirable too.
Oh yeah, that as well.